Imagine this. You're standing at the peak of your success, finally holding everything you've ever dreamed of: money, recognition, love, maybe even freedom. But suddenly your body says, enough. Your health collapses, your energy disappears, and the years you thought you had vanished like sand through your fingers. What good is victory if you don't live long enough to enjoy it? What good is achievement if you spend your last years trapped in sickness, regret, and exhaustion? We live in a world where people measure success by wealth, possessions, or titles. But the ultimate measure of success is something far more precious: time. Time is the currency of life. The truth is, you can lose money and earn it back. You can fail in business and start again. But when your time runs out, there are no second chances. That's why learning how to live long, how to add not just years to your life, but life to your years, is the most important decision you will ever make. Now, here's the shocking reality. Most people are not living, they are slowly dying. Every cigarette, every junk meal, every sleepless night, every uncontrolled burst of stress is cutting off moments, months, even years from their lives. We think death comes suddenly, but in truth it comes daily, in tiny doses, through the habits we ignore. On the other hand, longevity is not just luck, and it's not about genetics alone. It's about choices. It's about discipline. It's about building a lifestyle that keeps your mind sharp, your body strong, and your spirit full of purpose. History gives us proof. Look at the people of Okinawa in Japan, where more people live past 100 than almost anywhere else in the world. Look at the Mediterranean regions, where fresh food, community, and daily activity allow people to live longer, healthier lives. These people aren't surviving, they're thriving well into old age. They've discovered something we've forgotten: that longevity is not about waiting to die. It's about choosing to live fully. Ask yourself this: do you want to simply exist, dragging your body from one day to the next? Or do you want to live a life filled with energy, joy, and strength, where your last years are as vibrant as your first? Because the way you live today will determine the life you experience tomorrow. So today, I'm going to share with you the timeless principles of longevity, not just to help you live longer, but to help you live better. We'll talk about your body, your food, your sleep, your relationships, your purpose, and your mind. These are not just habits, they are life-extending powers waiting for you to use them. Remember, your life is not a rehearsal. You only get one chance. And the greatest wealth you can ever own is time. The question is, will you spend it recklessly, or will you learn the art of living long? Stay with me, because what you'll hear next could add not just years, but decades of quality, powerful, and fulfilling life to your journey. Part 1. Take care of your body. Your body is your first home. It's the vehicle that carries you through every challenge, every victory, every single moment of your life. Without it, there is no success, no happiness, no legacy. Yet too many people treat their body like an afterthought, abusing it with bad habits, ignoring its signals, and only paying attention when it begins to break down. If you want to live long, the very first step is simple but powerful. Take care of your body. Think about this: your body is like a high-performance car. If you never maintain it, never give it oil, never check the tires, eventually it won't matter how much you love driving, it will stop. But when you give it the care it deserves, that same car will take you farther, faster, and longer than you ever imagined. The same truth applies to your health. Neglect destroys. Care multiplies. Movement is the medicine your body craves. Our ancestors didn't sit for 8 to 10 hours a day in front of screens. They walked, they carried, they hunted, they worked with their hands. That constant movement kept their muscles strong, their hearts beating with power, and their bodies capable of lasting through decades of hard living. Today, most people live in chairs, cars, or couches, and then wonder why their energy is gone and their health collapses. But here's the good news. Your body is forgiving. It doesn't matter if you're 20, 40, or 60, the moment you start moving, your body begins to heal. Your muscles respond. Your lungs expand. Your blood flows stronger. Every step is an investment in extra years of life. You don't need to become an athlete or spend hours in the gym. Longevity is not about extreme training, it's about consistency. A 30-minute walk every day can add years to your life. Stretching in the morning, a little yoga, lifting some weights, or even just climbing stairs instead of using the elevator. These small choices build the foundation of a long, healthy body. Scientists have found that just 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week, less than 30 minutes a day, can cut your risk of premature death significantly. Imagine that. Half an hour of movement could be the difference between living into your 60s or thriving into your 90s. There's also another truth: exercise is not only about the body, it's about the mind. Every time you move, your brain releases chemicals that fight stress, sharpen your focus, and make you happier. People who move regularly don't just live longer, they live better. They carry themselves with confidence, they wake up with energy, and they go to sleep with peace. So ask yourself today, are you moving enough? Are you giving your body the strength it needs to carry you through the decades ahead? Because no dream, no wealth, no achievement will matter if your body breaks before your destiny arrives. Take care of your body. Walk, stretch, sweat, strengthen. Love it enough to protect it. Remember, you only get one. And if you want to live long, you must honor the home you live in. Part 2. Eat to fuel, not to kill. They say you are what you eat, and it's true. Every single bite you take is either medicine or poison. Food is not just something to fill your stomach. It is the fuel that powers your heart, your brain, your muscles, and your spirit. If you want to live long, you must stop eating for comfort and start eating for life. Think of your body like a fire. If you throw in clean, dry wood, the fire burns brightly, giving warmth and light. But if you toss in trash, plastic, or wet fuel, the fire weakens, smokes, and eventually dies. The same happens when you fuel your body. Whole foods, fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, and clean proteins ignite your energy, protect your organs, and slow the aging process. On the other hand, processed junk, sugar, fried foods, and chemicals clog your system, weaken your cells, and steal years from your life. Look at the people of the world's blue zones regions famous for long lifespans, such as Okinawa in Japan or Sardinia in Italy. These people don't eat fast food, artificial snacks, or chemical-loaded drinks. Their diet is simple: vegetables from their gardens, beans, whole grains, fresh fish, olive oil, and nuts. Their meals are filled with color, flavor, and nutrients. And because of this, many of them live well into their 90s and even past 100, often with energy, sharp minds, and strong bodies. They've proven that food can be a secret weapon for longevity. But here's the hard truth. Modern life has trained us to eat for pleasure, not for survival. We grab quick snacks, overeat, and drown our stress in sugar and greasy meals. We live in abundance, yet starve our bodies of real nutrition. Every can of soda, every extra slice of cake, every late-night binge silently robs you of years. You might not see the damage today, but the bill always comes due in the form of diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and exhaustion. The key is not to starve yourself or follow complicated diets. It's about balance and awareness. Choose water over soda. Choose fruits over candy. Choose whole grains over processed white flour. Choose meals that give you energy instead of ones that make you tired and heavy. When you eat with discipline, your body rewards you with strength, clarity, and longevity. And remember this, your taste buds can be trained. At first, healthy food may feel plain, but over time your body begins to crave it. The sweetness of fruit, the crunch of fresh vegetables, the strength from nuts and seeds, these become pleasures greater than any junk food. So, ask yourself today, are you feeding your body life, or are you feeding it death? Because every meal is a choice, every plate is a decision. And when you choose wisely, you are not just eating for today, you are investing in tomorrow. Eat to fuel your body, not to kill it. Honor your future with the choices you make at your table today. Because longevity begins in the kitchen, one bite at a time. Part 3. Sleep, the silent healer. You can work hard, eat clean, and exercise daily, but if you neglect sleep, you are silently destroying your chance at a long life. Sleep is not laziness, it is medicine. It is the silent healer, the hidden force that repairs your body, sharpens your mind, and restores your spirit. Yet in today's world, sleep has become one of the most underestimated and disrespected pillars of health. Think about it. During the day, your body is like a warrior in battle. You push, you move, you stress, you struggle. But when night falls and you close your eyes, your body begins its most important work, not fighting, but healing. Your cells repair, your muscles rebuild, your immune system strengthens, and your brain cleans itself of toxins. Sleep is like the workshop where your body quietly restores everything that was broken during the day. Without it, you cannot live long, you can only burn out faster. Studies prove that people who consistently sleep less than 6 hours a night shorten their lifespan. Lack of sleep increases the risk of heart disease, diabetes, obesity, depression, and even early death. It doesn't just steal years from your life, it steals quality from your life. Poor sleep makes you foggy, tired, moody, and weak. On the other hand, good sleep gives you clarity, energy, focus, and resilience. It is nature's ultimate reset button. But here's the tragedy. Many people brag about living on little sleep, as if exhaustion is a medal of honor. They drink endless coffee, stay up late scrolling on their phones, binging shows, or working beyond their limits. They don't realize that every hour of lost sleep is like withdrawing from their life account. And the cruel part? You can't pay it back later. Once it's gone, it's gone. If you want to live long, you must treat sleep as sacred. Create a rhythm, go to bed, and wake up at the same time each day. Make your room a sanctuary, dark, quiet, and free from distractions. Put away screens at least an hour before bed because the blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Instead, read, stretch, or practice gratitude before sleeping. Let your body and mind drift into the deep, healing rest they crave. And remember this, sleep is not wasted time. It's invested time. It's the reason you wake up strong instead of broken, hopeful instead of hopeless. Even world-class athletes, CEOs, and scientists prioritize sleep because they know that success is impossible without restoration. So ask yourself, are you giving your body the gift of healing, or are you robbing it of the very thing that keeps you alive? Sleep is free. It costs nothing, yet it is more valuable than gold. If you want to live long, treat every night of sleep as a prescription for life itself. Close your eyes. Let your body heal. Because the path to longevity is not only walked during the day,
it is built in the quiet power of the night. Part 4. Control stress and stay calm. Stress is the silent killer. You can eat the best food, exercise daily, and even sleep well, but if you live in constant stress, your body ages faster, your mind grows weaker, and your years are cut short. Stress is like rust on metal. It doesn't destroy you instantly, but it slowly eats away at your strength until one day, you collapse. If you want to live long, you must learn the art of calm. Think about it, when you're stressed, your heart beats faster, your blood pressure rises, and your body floods with chemicals designed for survival. In ancient times, this response helped humans run from danger. But today, most of us are not running from lions, we are running from deadlines, arguments, traffic, bills, and worries that never seem to end. The body doesn't know the difference. It reacts the same way, staying in fight or flight mode day after day. Over time, this constant pressure weakens your heart, damages your immune system, and accelerates aging. Stress literally steals years from your life. But here's the good news, just as stress can shorten life, peace can extend it. People who practice calmness, through meditation, prayer, deep breathing, or spending time in nature, live longer, healthier lives. Their bodies stay younger, their minds stay sharper, and their spirits remain light. Calmness is not weakness, it's strength. It's the ability to face storms without being broken by them. Look at the monks who live well into old age, radiating peace and wisdom. Look at people who spend time gardening, walking by the sea, or sitting in silence. Their faces are softer, their eyes brighter, their health stronger. Why? Because they have mastered the secret of inner calm. They've learned that you cannot always control life, but you can control how you respond to it. So how can you begin? Start simple. When you feel stressed, pause. Take a deep breath, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Do this 3 times, and you'll feel your body slow down. Spend 10 minutes each morning in silence, meditating, praying, or just being present. Step outside and let nature heal you, the sunlight, the trees, the wind. And most importantly, learn to let go of things you cannot control. Worry does not add years to your life, it steals them. Remember this, calmness is a choice. Peace is a practice. If you train your mind to stay calm, you will protect your body from the poison of stress. Every time you stay calm in a storm, you add days, months, even years to your life. So ask yourself right now, are you letting stress kill you, or will you learn to master it before it masters you? Because the secret to longevity is not only in what you eat or how you move, but in the peace you carry inside your heart. Live calmly, and you will live longer. Part 5. Build strong relationships. If you want to live long, don't just take care of your body, take care of your heart. And I don't mean only your physical heart, but your emotional one. Science and history both reveal a powerful truth. People who are surrounded by love, friendship, and strong relationships live longer than those who walk alone. Loneliness is not just a feeling, it is a disease that shortens life. Think about it. When you're isolated, your stress levels rise, your immune system weakens, and your motivation to live fades. You might have money, you might have success, but without someone to share it with, life becomes empty. On the other hand, when you are surrounded by people who love you, encourage you, and stand with you, your body heals faster, your mind stays sharp, and your years stretch longer. Studies have shown that loneliness is as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's how destructive isolation can be. But look at communities around the world where people live longer, Okinawa, Sardinia, and other blue zones. Their secret is not only in their food or exercise, it's in their sense of community. They gather with family. They laugh with friends. They support one another. That bond gives them purpose, hope, and joy is fuel for a long life. We were never designed to live alone. From birth, we thrive on connection. A kind word, a warm hug, a listening ear, these are medicines no pharmacy can sell, yet they heal us in ways science is only beginning to understand. Even in old age, those who maintain friendships and family ties show lower rates of depression, memory loss, and illness. Relationships are not just emotional luxuries, they are life-extending necessities. But here's the challenge: in today's fast-paced world, we've traded real connection for digital noise. We scroll, we text, we like, but we don't truly connect. And in that emptiness, loneliness grows. If you want to live long, you must reverse that trend. Call a friend instead of just liking their post. Visit family, even if it's inconvenient. Share meals, laughter, and stories. Be present, not just online, but in real life. Remember this: relationships are not built by accident. They require time, effort, and care. Just as you exercise your body, you must also exercise your heart by reaching out, forgiving, loving, and supporting others. The return on this investment is priceless. It adds not just years to your life, but life to your years. So ask yourself today, who are your people? Who makes you laugh? Who listens when you're weak? Who do you encourage, support, and lift up? Because your circle of love will determine not just how long you live, but how well you live. Build strong relationships. Love deeply. Forgive quickly. Connect often. Because in the end, the people you walk with will carry you further than any wealth or achievement ever could. And that, more than anything, is the secret to a long, meaningful life.
Part 6. Keep learning and stay. Curious, living long is not only about the body and the heart, it's also about the mind. A mind that stops learning, stops growing, is a mind that ages faster. Curiosity is a secret weapon for longevity. People who keep their brains active, who challenge themselves with new ideas, new skills, and new experiences, live longer, sharper, and more fulfilled lives. Think about it. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. When you stop learning, it begins to weaken. Memory fades, focus declines, and the mind becomes sluggish. But when you feed it knowledge, challenge it with puzzles, or explore the unknown, it builds new pathways, strengthens neurons, and even protects against diseases like Alzheimer's. Lifelong learners don't just add years to life, they add life to years. History gives us countless examples. Leonardo da Vinci, until his final days, continued to sketch, invent, and explore ideas. Benjamin Franklin never stopped learning. He read, experimented, and wrote well into old age. These people lived not just longer, but fuller, richer lives because their minds were engaged. Curiosity gave them energy, purpose, and resilience. And the good news is, you don't need to be a genius or a prodigy to benefit. Learning can be simple. Read a book, try a new hobby, explore a new culture, or even challenge your mind with puzzles and games. Every time you step out of mental comfort, you are sending a message to your brain. You are alive, stay strong, stay sharp. But here's the secret most people miss. Curiosity is not just about knowledge, it's about attitude. It's about asking questions, being open to change, and embracing new experiences. It's about refusing to settle for boredom, routine, or stagnation. People who stay curious don't just live longer, they enjoy life longer. They see the world with wonder, they adapt to challenges, and they maintain a youthful energy that defies age. Even in old age, the curious mind keeps the spirit vibrant. Learning keeps you engaged, gives you new goals, and allows you to connect with people across generations. It keeps your brain flexible, your thinking fresh, and your heart full of life. So ask yourself today, are you feeding your mind, or are you letting it sleep while your body moves through life? Are you embracing curiosity or are you trapped in routine? The choice is yours, and it has the power to change not just how long you live, but how fully you live. Keep learning. Stay curious. Explore relentlessly. Challenge yourself daily. Because the mind that never stops growing is the mind that extends life, strengthens spirit, and unlocks a future filled with possibility. Longevity is not only about the years in your life, it's about the life in your years, and nothing keeps that alive like an engaged, curious, ever-learning mind. Part 7. Purpose is power. If you want to live long, there is one invisible force more powerful than exercise, diet, or even medicine. Purpose. People who have a reason to wake up each morning, a mission to pursue, or a passion that drives them, live longer, healthier, and more vibrant lives. Without purpose, life feels heavy, slow, and meaningless. With purpose, even the toughest challenges become fuel for growth, and every day becomes a gift. Look at the longest living people in the world. The blue zones again teach us the secret. In Okinawa, Japan, elders have a term called ikigai, which means reason for being. It's more than surviving, it's a reason to thrive. These people continue gardening, teaching, helping their families, and contributing to their communities well into their 90s and beyond. Their secret? They have a clear reason to live, and it keeps their bodies strong, their minds alert, and their hearts full. Purpose is not something you find, it's something you create. It doesn't have to be grand or famous. It could be raising your children, mentoring someone, creating art, starting a small business, or even helping a neighbor. What matters is that it fills your heart with meaning. When you have purpose, stress loses its power, obstacles become challenges to overcome, and every morning feels exciting instead of routine. Science backs this up. Studies show that people with a strong sense of purpose live longer and have lower rates of chronic illness. Purpose reduces stress, improves immunity, and even strengthens the heart. In essence, your reason for living literally protects your body from the ravages of time. But here's the challenge. Most people drift through life without a purpose. They chase money, fame, or fleeting pleasures, thinking that these will give meaning. They work endlessly, yet feel empty. They live long days, but not full ones. And in that emptiness, life slowly slips away. A life without purpose is a life half-lived. So how do you find it? Look inward. Ask yourself, what makes me feel alive? What contribution can I make that matters? What legacy do I want to leave behind? The answers will guide you. Start small. Take action every day toward something that matters to you. Purpose doesn't need a grand announcement. It only needs action, consistency, and commitment. Remember this. Your body, your mind, and your heart all thrive when your life has meaning. Longevity is not just measured in years, it's measured in vitality, joy, and fulfillment. People who wake up with purpose don't just live longer, they live stronger, sharper, and happier. So ask yourself today, do you live for the clock, or do you live for a cause? Do you exist, or do you truly live? Purpose is power, and power is life. Find your reason, follow it relentlessly, and watch as your years stretch longer, your body grows stronger, and your spirit burns brighter. The path to a long, meaningful life is not just about surviving. It's about living with purpose every single day. Live long, live strong, live with purpose. Now, take a moment and imagine your life. Every day, every choice, every habit is a building block. Are you building a foundation that will last decades? Or are you constructing a house of sand that will crumble too soon? The truth is, longevity is not a mystery. It is a series of choices. And today, you have the power to make those choices count. We've explored the pillars of a long, fulfilling life. Take care of your body, exercise, move, and strengthen yourself. Your body is your vehicle, and it deserves respect and care every single day. Eat to fuel, not to kill. Choose foods that nourish, energize, and protect your cells. Every meal is an investment in your future. Sleep deeply, your body heals, your mind resets, and your spirit restores while you rest. Sleep is not a luxury, it is a necessity for longevity. We talked about controlling stress because calmness is life, while tension is silent death. Master your inner world, and your outer world will follow. Build strong relationships. Love, friendship, and connection are invisible medicines that extend your life and enrich every moment. Keep learning and stay curious. A sharp, engaged mind is a mind that thrives. Never stop exploring, questioning, and growing because your brain is the engine of your vitality. And finally, we uncovered the ultimate secret. Purpose is power. People who live long do not just exist, they wake up each day with a reason to move, to create, to contribute. Purpose is the fuel that drives the body, sharpens the mind, and ignites the soul. Without it, even a long life feels empty. With it, every year, every day, every hour becomes meaningful. Now the choice is in your hands. You can continue down the path of neglect, stress, and routine, or you can choose to live intentionally, passionately, and fully. You can choose habits that add years to your life and energy to your years. You can treat every meal as nourishment, every step as strength, every moment as an opportunity to grow. You can surround yourself with love, embrace calm, seek knowledge, and pursue purpose. Remember this, longevity is not measured only by the number of birthdays you celebrate. It is measured by the life you live in each of those years. It is measured by strength when challenges come, clarity when confusion clouds, love when loneliness strikes, and joy when life tries to weigh you down. The longer you live, the more impact you can make, the more stories you can write, and the more lives you can touch. So start today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Move your body, eat for life, sleep deeply, breathe calmly, connect with others, feed your mind, find your purpose. Every choice is a brick in the house of your future, and you hold the power to build it strong, lasting, and beautiful. Live long, live strong, live with purpose. Because a life well lived is the greatest legacy you can leave behind, and the greatest gift you can give yourself. Make your years count. Make your life unforgettable. Your journey toward longevity begins now.